In 2017, Need for Speed Payback tried to be a little bit of everything. It was a failure. That's what most people would think, looking at the Metacritic user score. But let's be honest, if we ignore the upgrade system with the slot machine, and of course, the loot boxes, it's not a bad game at all. I want to add that the outrage EA got was totally deserved in my opinion. Without any backlash, they would probably have kept this formula in the more recent titles. Therefore, I would like to thank everyone for keeping Need for Speed loot box free. At least for now. In Payback we have 3 playable main characters, Jess, Mac and Tyler. We follow them for a while as they are racing to an airfield, and as they arrive we meet the rest of their crew, Rev and Lina Navarro. They are planning to snatch a supercar from a street race in a couple of hours, so they want us to practice one more time before the event, in a rusty Mustang, off-road. I don't know how that helps, but alright. After hearing everyone's motivation and what would they do with the money, we head straight to the event, which takes place in the center of
Fortune Valley, a gambler's paradise in the desert.
Yep, Jack would love this place.
Alright, Jack.
Yeah.
No casinos.
Before the race could start, we talk with the Koenigsegg's owner, the gambler. We were supposed to win this race for him, but we have other plans cause... money, bro! Thus we are trying to steal it, in the most over-the-top way imaginable.
You don't want to roll that dice with me, kid.
Don't feel bad for him, he owns a casino. Jess takes care of the incoming cops, and Tyler moves to the rendezvous point, where he finds Rev, knocked out. Lina betrayed the crew, just like we betrayed the gambler, and she is planning to sell the car to a shady organization, the House.
The house sends their regards.
Tyler tries to draw the cops' attention to save his mates. He succeeds, but gets boxed in by the gambler's man. And he's not so tough as he was 5 minutes ago.
Where's the car?
I'm the best racer in town in one of the fastest cars in the world. Good luck catching me.
Knowing that Tyler wants revenge, he is given 2 options to choose from.
Go to jail or work for me.
Do I have a choice?
There's always a choice.
I can't help it, but this whole scene with the close-up shots just feels like watching an ad.
There's always a choice.
6 months passed. We learned that Tyler is getting fed up with working as a parking valet, and the House has been fixing races in the city. In addition, Lina now works for the House, and her job role includes tasks such as fixing races, blackmailing, threatening the gambler to sell his casino. So yeah, pretty basic stuff.
Great chat.
After the shift, Tyler gets in contact with the House. He's trying to participate in one of their races, which is kinda funny. Since 5 minutes ago, he said he can't race anymore.
I don't race anymore, remember? That's the deal. No more racing or my ass goes straight to jail.
If Contradiction was a living human being, their name would be Tyler. Anyway, T blends in as a contender and wins 2 races to prove himself. Then he gets invited to a rigged house race, where he makes Lina look bad by finishing in first place.
And the house always wins.
Well, not tonight it didn't.
Miss Navarro, we...
Seeing our little stunt, the gambler has an idea. He wants us to take part in the biggest race in the country, called Outlaws Rush. The race will be rigged, so if we win, the entire house, along with Lina, will collapse, solving both our problems. Tyler hesitates at first, until Lina blows up his home, giving him just a little bit more motivation to accept the gambler's offer and bring down the house.
Let's do this.
Good. Good. You're gonna need a crew.
We set up a meeting with our old friends at the airfield, which will be used as an HQ from now. The plan is to beat all the other street leagues in the outskirts of Fortune Valley, in order to reserve a spot in the Outlaws Rush. To achieve this, Mac will do the drift and off-road races, Jess will continue to do getaway missions and talk to her underworld contacts, while Tyler will handle the remaining drag and normal races.
This is the dumbest plan I ever heard.
Oh, and Reb will help us out whenever we are in deep trouble. With that in mind, the crew is...
The crew's back together, baby!
Yeah, exactly.
Either of you fools even have a car?
Oh, I sort of lost mine. It's a long story. Seriously?
Our first major job is to get the gambler's Koenigsegg back. The car is being transported in a cargo, secured by a bunch of enforcers. We take him out burnout style to get closer to the truck, but it brake checks us. Then the truck driver goes on a rampage. For real. If someone saw this particular scene alone without context, they will think there was a zombie apocalypse in the city. So finally we catch up with the truck. Jess jumps on it, and climbs on top, then makes her way inside the cargo to steal the car.
Jess? You got this?
Jess!
Unrealistic or not, the way they built up this scene made me realize that the Koenigsegg would have been a perfect hero car, a truly wasted potential. The gambler gets his car back, while Lina is having a meltdown.
What's under that hood was worth more than your life.
This better not be you, Morgan.
To whom she's just spoken is the Collector, the big boss of the house, and as you've heard, he's not very happy about the news. Shortly after the heist, Jess gets in touch with a mysterious woman, the broker. The only thing we know about her is that she's after the Collector. Using her connections, she plants Jess as an undercover agent within the house, until Jess's cover is blown by an unknown VIP named Kobashi.
Say hello to your real masters for me. Tell them I shall see them soon.
But what's more interesting is that Jess gets in touch with a hacker, and they learn about a super secret group called Arkwright. Simultaneously, Mac and Tyler continue to beat the leagues around the city, gathering as much support as they can against the house. During these missions, there are tons of Easter eggs and cameos, such as a sound recording with Crow speaking.
You're damn right I'm not happy. To hell with this. I'm going back to Rockport.
Aki Kimura returns as a league boss.
You're good.
Yeah, good enough to beat the king.
Nobody beats the king.
What about that guy? Ryan, I think.
That was years ago. Nobody's done it since.
Then let me have a shot, Your Highness.
Soon.
And even Wolf is mentioned.
Oh, thanks for the donation, Wolf TFK. $5 more and I'll sing any song the chat wants.
The man, the legend, is simping over an e-girl. What a time to be alive. Furthermore, there is a short recap between missions about the recent events, narrated by the curator, or as she calls herself,
The voice of the streets.
The sole purpose of her character is to embarrass Tyler, and she does a great job.
Good job, little guy.
Oh god, no. Why?
Lil Ty. Lil Ty.
Whoa, Ty. I'll never let you live that one down.
God damn it.
To celebrate how many crews joined us, they throw up a huge party.
Party?
Yeah, Mac, party.
Party, 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 party.
Then using Jess's intel, the crew plans to steal 2 gold-plated cars from the Collector. They have key switch technology, and we could use that tech for our own advantage. It will be very helpful, since the house has the entire police force in its hands. We managed to steal both cars, but they turn out to be baits, with bombs attached to them. So we park them inside our escape truck, where Rev removes the bombs. Then we use the bombs to get away. After a short inspection, Rev informs us that only the Mercedes has kill switch installed. The Lambo has some sort of high-tech self-driving AI system. Using the stolen tech, Rev is starting to build a countermeasure for us. Eventually, we beat the remaining leagues, hence we can take part in the Outlaws Rush.
We're in.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Just before the race, the gambler bets his casino on Tyler, risking everything he got.
All in.
This is it then. Let's bring down the house.
And the Outlaws Rush is on. The house was never going to play fair, so they throw literally everything at us. First, some loyal crew bosses. Then on the second part of the race, the city's entire police force. Thankfully, when we get to the airfield, most of the crews we met earlier show up to distract the cops.
We got your back, bro.
Hell yeah, let's go! Winning the second part means we are up against last year's champion. Or not, because Lina is replacing them in the last minute. Her car is equipped with the AI tech we saw earlier, but it doesn't make any difference. She never stood a chance against the Buick. We cross the finish line first, and Lina is about to meet her end. Or not, because when it comes to ghost games, nothing is certain.
Everything you achieved, I've given you. Now, I'm taking it away.
Take me down, and you'll burn with me. You know how much I've got on you? On all of you!
I should never have trusted you. I will not make that mistake again.
The house and Lina is finished, and Payback ends the same way it started, with racing to the airfield. Or not, because there is an after-credits scene, in which Kobashi calls the gambler, and congratulates him for bringing down the house, and welcomes him to Arkwright,
Welcome to Arkwright.
Seeing this short clip made me realize that the whole story was foreshadowed in the beginning.
You'll be the ace, but I'm the one who holds the cards.
What are you talking about?
Using poker terms, Tyler was the ace, the highest card, or in our case, the best driver in town. But ultimately, it was the gambler who made the right calls all along.
All in.
The last thing worth mentioning is a phone call from the broker. She tells Jess that the collector is fleeing to Japan and she is trying to track him down in hope she learns more about Arkwright.
We'll meet again someday, Miller.
Everyone?
Everyone!